Hey everybody, it's Laura Smith from the Breakup Lounge. Thank you so much for joining me this week on the weekly ezine, which is talking about settling for so-so relationships and getting trapped in relationships that don't honor you time and time again. What I'm talking about here is a pattern that some of us set up in our lives where we never really have the relationship that we want, the dream relationship that we're always sort of looking for. And we always sort of expect that a relationship is going to be just okay. Maybe there'll be a little bit of drama, but we don't expect a friendship within our relationship. We think that a friendship is something that we have with the girls that we go out for margaritas with on Tuesdays, or our childhood best friend that we can call at any hour of the day or night with any of our fears. And so we don't think of our lover, whether that's a husband or a boyfriend. Oops, there was a little butterfly that just flew through there. We don't think of them as a friend. And I remember that concept of friendship being very foreign to me. I never thought that friendship and lover could be rolled into one. I thought that those two things were separate. And so I think a lot of us get into this trap where we have low expectations for the relationship. For some reason we keep attracting the same kind of guy and having the same kind of relationship, and it's never fulfilling. And so one of the questions is, why do we do that? And I believe it all begins in here. And one of the things is that we don't love ourselves enough to allow ourselves to have that great relationship. There were times when I went on a date with a quote-unquote nice guy, I'd be totally uninterested, just because I didn't feel inside myself that I was worth a great, intimate, sharing, wonderful relationship. And so I wasn't interested in it. And how sad is that? I'm not sure if any of you can relate, but how sad is that? And so we're not loving ourselves, and we get into this bad habit of having these super low expectations. And so one of the things that I talk about with my clients that helps all of us women get clear on what we do want in the relationship is making a list of things that we don't like about one of our past relationships. Or you can take a look at maybe the several relationships that you've had in the last 10 or 15 years. And what was it about each one of those relationships that you didn't like? Maybe there's something about your partner choice. You didn't like something about your partner. Maybe there was something going on in the relationship, no intimacy, no connection, that you didn't like. Or maybe you weren't really honoring yourself in the relationship, and so there were things about yourself within that relationship that you didn't like. It's really important to get clear on what you don't want before we can get clear on what you do want. And so this week what I'd like you to do is just sort of take an inventory of your past few relationships and think about the things that you didn't like in the relationship and that you wouldn't want to replicate in your dream relationship. Next week we'll continue on this same topic, talking about ways that you can begin to heal yourself and attract the relationship that you want to attract. If this sounds good and you'd like to talk to me further, please visit my website at www.thebreakuplounge.com. Under coaching, you can click the Meet Me button, and I would love to chat with you. So thank you for joining me this week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. In the meantime, I believe in you, and I am sending you my good juju, and we will talk to you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.